You're still waiting. It's just one of those things, I think. I don't think there's anything untoward. I'm told that everything is on track for both Manuel Ugarte to join Manchester United from PSG and Scott McTominay to go from Manchester United to Napoli. Just a reminder of the deal, €50 million initial payment, €10 million in performance-related add-ons. Unfortunately for United, because there has been a little bit of a delay in the past couple of days, they were hopeful at one stage of trying to get it done and registered by midday today, so he'd be available for the Liverpool game on Sunday. And a lot of United fans were getting excited about that, particularly because Mason Mount has suffered that injury. But that deadline's gone and he won't be available for Manchester United on Sunday against Liverpool. But I'm told it is all on track, and Manuel Ugarte, it's a question of when, not if, he'll become a Manchester United player, as is the case with Scott McTominay. When and not if he'll become a Napoli player. £25 million Napoli will pay an initial payment, plus £5 million in performance-related add-ons.
OK, again, is it just one of those things that McTominay hasn't been done yet?
I mean, he only arrived in Naples yesterday to #scenes, Mike. Yeah. I mean, it was fantastic, all those fans who'd gathered to greet Scott McTominay. And that was delayed initially as well, because we thought he was going to fly on Wednesday. So if you think about it, I think it's no surprise that the McTominay deal will probably get done at some point today. And I think it'll probably be done in tandem. Because remember, we were kind of intimating ideal scenario would be Manchester United would sell a player to create squad space and budgets in order to be able to fund a move for Ugarte. So, yeah, those are those pictures I was just talking about. McTominay probably couldn't believe what he was seeing when he arrived there, but brilliant.
You're just on that, Andy. Like, what will he be getting from the Napoli fans? Like, they're passionate, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I mean, I remember Ezekiel Lavezzi when he was at PSG being asked, did he miss anything about Napoli? And he said, well, I didn't miss the fact that when I go shopping in Paris, I just want to go shopping, I go shopping. When I wanted to go shopping in Naples, they'd put me in the boot of a car, I'd get driven to a closed shop, taken round the back, do my shopping, and then go out of the shop back into the boot of the car and go home. So it's intense, you know, there's no doubt about that. And of course, he's with Antonio Conte, who is famously quite intense as well. So, you know, I think because he's so bustling, I think people will really take to him. But I think it's a good deal for Manchester United as well. And you look at some of the outgoings, they've really extracted some good value. If you look at players like him, even Mason Greenwood, of course, Facundo Pellistri, they've retained some interest in them going forward. So if they do well, they continue to make money out of them.
Would you say they've had a good window then?
Yeah, I would. I mean, obviously time will tell in terms of what they can actually produce on the pitch. But they're doing a lot of things right. I think they've got a lot of good value out there, and they've mainly gone and got the players who are not. It's a break from United in the past because they've not gone out there, I think, and got the sexiest players, but they've got players who they actually need and who will do them good. I think De Ligt is a good example of that. Ugarte is going to be a good example of that. Xerxes, they could have gone out there and bought a highfalutin centre forward, but they bought a more versatile sort of forward who can develop and is developing. I'm not expecting him to score like 20 Premier League goals this season, or maybe ever. But you know, he can play a number of different roles in the front line, and there's not really another forward in Europe you can compare to him. So, with the right coaching, United can gradually get themselves back to the right place. But as we've seen in the first couple of games, it's going to take time, and maybe even it's going to take a different coach.